Hello everyone. Welcome to the channel The Formula for Success and Wealth, where you'll learn how to build assets and live wisely. In the realm of personal finance, there's a concept that many don't fully grasp, yet it can completely transform our approach to money. Morgan Housel, in his book The Psychology of Money, presents a powerful insight. Most people don't truly want to be millionaires, they want to spend like one. This subtle distinction highlights a significant gap between the desire for wealth and the reality of building it. Sophia Heston, Escolar. Consider this mental exercise. Imagine someone offers you 1 million reais today, no strings attached. Undoubtedly, most would accept without hesitation. But the more pertinent question isn't whether you'd take the money, but how you'd use it. Many would immediately envision lavish vacations, luxury cars, dream homes, or extravagant shopping sprees. This mindset indicates a focus not on preserving wealth, but on depleting it, which, paradoxically, is the antithesis of being rich. Spending 1 million is entirely different from having 1 million. 1 million reais spent becomes zero, while 1 million invested and wisely managed can provide freedom, security, and even lifelong income. This is where true financial education begins, understanding that wealth isn't about flaunting, but about preserving, multiplying, and wisely utilizing the resources you've earned. And this journey starts more simply and accessibly than many might think. Welcome to our space for financial transformation. If you're here, it's because you're ready to elevate your financial standing, learn to manage your money better, and perhaps build a future with more freedom and less financial stress. There are no magical shortcuts. The path is step by step, rung by rung. Let's climb this ladder of financial awareness together. The first step is to understand and practice a simple truth. You need to learn how to earn and use money correctly. It may seem obvious, but it's not. Many focus solely on the spending aspect, forgetting that the real challenge begins with earning. Before deciding what to do with money, it's essential to ensure it comes in, and consistently. If you currently rely on a single source of income, know that you're taking a bigger risk than you might realize. Imagine a table supported by just one leg. If that sole support is removed, the entire structure collapses. The same applies to your financial life. If you lose your only income source, how will you sustain yourself? Now, think of a table with 4 legs. Even if one breaks, it still stands. The logic is simple. The more income sources you have, the greater your financial stability. But how do you create multiple income streams, especially if you're starting from scratch? The answer is realistic and straightforward. Initially, we exchange our time for money. This means working. Whether it's a salaried job, freelancing, providing services, or working independently, the starting point is always the same: direct effort, dedication, and delivery. We call this active income. Money you earn in exchange for your presence and time. Over time, however, it's possible to transform part of this initial effort into fruits that continue to generate income even when you're not actively working. This is where passive income comes in. This type of earning, once established, continues to flow with little or no constant intervention. Examples include rental income, stock dividends, royalties from books or music, monetized content platforms, all viable paths. But be aware, all passive income stems from a prior investment, whether of time, money, or both. You need to sow before you can reap. A video posted in 2019, for instance, can still generate revenue today, as was my personal experience. Well-crafted, useful content with potential reach can yield returns for years. That's the magic of passive income. It honors past effort and transforms it into continuous returns. However, before even thinking about investing or creating automatic income sources, it's crucial to understand how to use the money you already earn. Managing what's coming in is more important than increasing the amount that comes in. Money is converted time. Every real you earn represents minutes, hours, or even days of your effort, energy, and dedication. Spending unconsciously is wasting your life's time. Have you ever considered that? That impulse purchase, that expensive dinner, that expense on something you'll forget in a few days. All of it cost you time. Lost sleep hours, postponed leisure moments, accumulated fatigue, all exchanged for money that's now being squandered. When we grasp this logic, impulsive consumption loses its allure. The rush for immediate gratification is one of the biggest villains in financial life. Receiving your salary and spending it all over the weekend might bring a fleeting sense of pleasure, but it's a cruel trap. You work hard from Monday to Friday to allow yourself a brief relief on Saturday and Sunday, and on Monday it all starts over. This vicious cycle of instant compensation consumes not only your money, but also your energy and hopes of building something greater. To make matters worse, many exacerbate this problem by resorting to easy credit. Misused credit cards are open doors to debt. Spending today with tomorrow's money is voluntarily digging yourself into a hole. Starting the month already in debt delays your life, and worse, it turns your future into a prison of bills and interest. True, financial freedom begins when you decide not to live enslaved by the present anymore. When you start thinking long-term, every financial decision gains new weight. It's not about cutting all life's pleasures, but about making conscious choices, exchanging current consumption for an investment that will yield more lasting fruits. Requires maturity, but the reward is real. Now that you understand the difference between active and passive income and have started to see money as an extension of your time, it's time to take the next step, learning to use that money wisely. And that doesn't mean living miserably, counting every cent and depriving yourself of everything. It means having clarity about what truly matters, about what's a priority in your current life stage. It's possible to go out, have fun, and enjoy moments of pleasure. The secret lies in balance. Knowing when to spend and when to save. Knowing when to say yes and when to say no. Understanding that not every offer is an opportunity, and that often the best investment isn't at the mall, but in your own future. This is just the first phase of a larger journey, and each step is crucial for you to become truly financially free. Having multiple income sources, managing them consciously, and sowing today to reap tomorrow are the pillars that support this new mindset. If you've made it this far, congratulations. It shows you're committed to transforming your relationship with money, and that decision alone is a turning point. Now, beyond everything we've discussed so far, there's something that can transform how you view your financial growth, tracking your net worth. I talk about this a lot because it truly changed my perspective. It takes you out of autopilot mode and helps you understand clearly where you're coming from and where you're going. And it's simpler than it seems. Many think managing finances is complicated, requiring complex formulas, intricate calculations, and otherworldly spreadsheets, but it's nothing like that. What I'm going to explain here is something anyone can apply. What I recommend is that you note your current net worth. It can be in a notebook, your phone's notes app, a computer spreadsheet. The important thing is to record it. List everything you have today. How much is in your bank account, savings, emergency fund, investments, everything. Then subtract everything you owe, credit card bills, loans, debts to friends, financing, any kind of debt. This will show your actual net worth. Many are mistaken, thinking they have money just because there's a positive bank balance. But if there's hidden debt, what seems like wealth is just an illusion. The account needs to truly balance. After that, save this number. You can even take a screenshot or write it in large letters so you don't forget. And in 90 days, do this same calculation again. Then, after another 90 days, repeat and continue. Like this. Over time, you'll clearly see whether you're progressing or not. You'll notice if you still don't fully understand how stocks, real estate funds, or government bonds work, that's perfectly okay. Nobody is born with that knowledge. What matters is taking the first step toward learning. You don't have to become an expert, but you do need to know enough to make sound decisions and avoid falling for promises of quick and easy money. Because, unfortunately, the market is full of traps disguised as golden opportunities. Learning how to invest is learning how to make your money work for you. It's the opposite of what most people do. While the majority trade time for money, working endless hours day after day, smart investors begin to earn even while they sleep. That's passive income. It's money that flows in without you having to wear yourself out to get it. It's the result of making the right moves consistently over time. But again, it won't help if you invest the wrong way. That's why I always emphasize learn. On this channel, there's a wealth of content to support your journey. You'll find videos that clearly explain how to start investing, how to choose good stocks, how to build a portfolio of real estate funds. All explained without unnecessary jargon. Just hit play and start absorbing the knowledge. And as you learn, apply it. Because knowledge that doesn't turn into action doesn't change anything. One more piece of advice. Be patient. The path to financial freedom isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. There will be great months and difficult ones. There will be times when you can save a lot and others when unexpected expenses force you to dip into your reserves. That's normal. The key is not giving up when things get tough. If you stay consistent, results will come and they'll surprise you. Everyone starts somewhere. I began in debt, broke, with no clear direction. It was through small, intentional steps that I climbed out and began building real assets. If I could do it, so can you. But you need to truly want it. And more importantly, you need to act on that desire. And here's something people rarely talk about, yet it changes everything. Your mindset. It doesn't matter if you learn how to invest, track your net worth, or manage your money. If your mindset remains stuck in scarcity, impatience, or self-sabotage. Many people quit halfway because they let emotions take over. 1 month money gets tight, they look at their investment sitting there and think, I'll just use this for now. Then suddenly they've done the same for several months and the growing portfolio starts shrinking. That's why it's so important to be clear about your purpose. Why are you doing this? What are you trying to build? What do you want to achieve? When you have a strong enough reason, you stop searching for excuses and start searching for ways to make it happen. That clarity is what keeps you going when everything in you wants to quit. And that moment will come. There will be days when it feels pointless to save, days when it feels like nothing is changing, but it's your mindset that will keep you steady. You need to believe in the process. Understand that what you're doing today may seem small, but you're planting seeds that will grow into something far greater in time. That mindset also protects you from another trap, trying to prove your success to others. Just because you're saving money, investing, or increasing your income doesn't mean you need to start buying expensive clothes, new gadgets, or a brand new car to show that you're doing well. Real success happens quietly. True financial freedom isn't about what others see. It's about what you feel. It's the peace of mind that comes from knowing you're prepared if everything changes tomorrow. That you're not depending on favors, luck, or miracles. You're depending on yourself, and that's priceless. So as you grow, stay grounded. Keep learning, saving, and investing. Because this isn't about winning once and celebrating like it's over. It's about winning consistently, month after month, year after year, and only those with patience and discipline win that game. The truth is, discipline isn't always glamorous. You won't get applause for skipping a night out, to save money, or staying home to learn instead of going to that party. No one sees those decisions, but they matter. They shape your future. Every time you choose the long-term goal over the short-term pleasure, you're reinforcing your future stability, and that matters more than it seems today. And don't worry if it feels overwhelming. Everyone who got somewhere started out feeling lost, feeling like they didn't know enough, feeling like the road ahead was too long. What makes the difference isn't knowledge or talent, it's persistence. Keep showing up, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard, because it's during those moments that most people give up. And if you can push through, you'll find yourself where very few ever reach. There's no perfect moment to start. The perfect plan doesn't exist. The conditions will never be 100% ideal. Start anyway. Start messy. Start confused. But start. Because progress isn't made by those who wait for the right time. It's made by those who take the first step and then the next. You're capable of building a life of freedom and security, but no one's going to hand it to you. You have to build it, and you're not alone on this journey. This channel is filled with guidance, lessons, and tools to help you evolve not just financially, but emotionally and mentally as well. Everything I've learned through the years, everything that helped me and thousands of others, is here for you. I truly believe that anyone can change their life if they're willing to learn, take action, and stay the course. So if this video helped you in any way, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And of course, share it with someone who might need to hear this right now. You could be the reason someone else changes their life. See you in the next video. Let's move forward together.